Okay, so yesterday I went to get tested for COVID, and I usually get tested every 2 weeks just to be safe. Hold on, let me turn off this ginger latte. So I usually get tested every 2 weeks just to make sure that all is well with this COVID thing. So I had the COVID test yesterday morning, and then I get a call this morning. I get a call from the health center. I get a call from the doctor, a physician, and then I also get a call from the health department, all telling me that I tested positive, okay, for COVID-19. And they're asking me a series of questions, like did you go into a group setting? Did they're asking all of these questions. And so, but no one told me, well, what do I do about this thing? How do I get rid of it? What remedy is there for this? And the answer is that a virus has to work its course. Okay, so we got, and I say we, it's me and my son. So we both were, tested positive. He does work in a crowded location. He worked at like an adult arcade without my having to give the name of that. So I knew that I was exposed to it because he tested positive yesterday or day before yesterday, he tested positive, which was like, okay, I really need to get tested, stay on schedule in terms of getting tested. And so I did. And so not only did his come back positive, but so did mine. So the remedy for a virus is to let it work its course. Obviously, we have the mild symptoms, because they asked you, what are you feeling right now? What are you experiencing in terms of symptoms? That was one of the questions that they asked. And anyway, so I was headed to work this morning when they called, and they were like, no, we won't even let you in the building. You need to turn around. You need to go back home. And so I did that, came on back home, and she was like, just get some rest, especially since you're only experiencing mild symptoms, get some rest. And, if you have any difficulty breathing or anything like that, go to the emergency room, basically. So I got some Mucinex, I got some soup, I got some hot things to drink because I have a cousin who was diagnosed, actually her daughter was diagnosed, my cousin was diagnosed as positive. And so every 45 minutes, she was drinking something hot. And so that's the main thing that we are doing. We are monitoring our chest and our breathing, and then our sinus, because both of us have stuffy noses. But one of the things I've learned, because I struggle a lot with sinus infections, and so one of the things I know, not sinus infections, but sinus, I usually stop it before it gets to an infection. But my point is that I suffer with sinuses. I'm sorry, guys. I have a habit of chasing rabbits. And so we try to clear up the nose, the nasal passage, keep that clear. So we have some nasal spray. And then the chest congestion, we have Mucinex, which there are all different types of Mucinex. So, whatever your symptoms are, get it. I got the one for chest congestion and for cough, because I do have a light cough. And that's what I'm experiencing right now. So 1 minute, let me finish up. So we have nasal spray to clear the nasal passage, Mucinex to clear the chest congestion or any other congestion along that way. And then we have some soup in the event that we need to just have something warm. You have to drink something warm. Tea, we have tea. So I got some peppermint tea. Okay, I got some peppermint tea. And guys, I'm showing you these, but listen, it doesn't mean that this particular brand works. Just get some tea. And then this is, I thought this was cool because it's an antioxidant green tea. So I can't wait to have that. I should have that today. And then I don't use I don't use honey for my tea. I don't use sugar for my tea. I use honey. I only use honey for my tea. Okay, and then I got this. I usually drink ginger latte. Love it. Which is like kind of like a hot chocolate, I guess, but it's ginger. It can be strong. But I found this baby here, and I love this. This is my new favorite. They did not have the ginger latte in stock, but I know that ginger is really, really good for you. So this is what I have, and this is what I've been drinking also. And like I said, I absolutely love it. So right now, to be honest, since yesterday or since this morning, what I've been feeling is I feel hot inside, but I don't have a temperature. I don't have a temperature. My temperature was 97.1. I don't have a temperature. Let me see. So I've been feeling hot inside. I got a little cough, a light cough every now and then, just sort of like that. And then I feel a little lightheaded. It's a little lightheaded. So, but I can still, do things. So I can still walk without feeling stammering and stuff. What is it? Stumbling. I can still walk without stumbling. I think that's about it. I can still eat. Thank God. I like to eat. So anyway, I can still eat because she asked me about that. Sometimes, obviously, it takes away the taste. So that's it. But what's really, really interesting is that 4 days ago, I took the vaccine. 4 days ago, I took the Pfizer vaccine. That was the first dose because it was that snow. When it snowed pretty bad, I did not make it to get the first. I did not. That's when I was originally scheduled. I didn't make it because of the snow. So they were not able to. And actually, even this time, they squeezed me in. By the grace of God, they squeezed me in. That was 4 days ago. So 4 days ago, I took the Pfizer, the first dose, and I'm scheduled to get the second one on August the 12th. But so right now, day one is just a mental battle. It's just the shock of the news. It is the wondering, the uncertainty of what will happen. How would I combat it? It's the mind game. So right now, my goal is to keep calm and to just carry on, not like a sort of a normal day, and yet at the same time I want to be mindful of it. So right now, day one is just a mental, having to think about, look, it is what it is, it's here. And then, you just have to go with the flow and do what you can do while it's here. So I am on quarantine for 14 days. And today, like I said, was the day that I got the news. Today was the day that I got the news. And so today is day one of quarantine. I have to stay quarantined for about 10 to 14 days. On the 13th day, I have to go back and get tested again to make sure that it's gone. On the 13th and 14th day, because you have to test twice. You have to test 2 times. Both times have to be negative. Okay, so my 2 days to test are the 13th day and the 14th day of quarantine is when I have to go back and get tested to make sure that they're both negative. Okay. So again, this is day one. Yes, I am a little nervous, but I've been praying about it, and I'm going to continue to pray about it, and I'm going to continue to sort of, I don't want to say act normal, but I feel like if I put too much worry into it, then it'll blow up the symptoms. Like it'll make the symptoms worse because I'm thinking about, oh, they say you're going to be shortness of breath. So then I'm, oh, they said I'm going to lose the taste. Oh, I can't eat that. I can, you know what I mean? I don't want to go into that mindset. And so I'm just pretty much trying to take it easy. I'm pretty much trying to, I am wiping things down a little more. And, yeah, so today, like I said, is day one. And I'm just going to let you guys know how things go. It is still early in the morning. I want to say about 9 o'clock-ish. It's a beautiful day outside. It's about 9 o'clock. And so it's a beautiful day. So this is day one. So I will let you guys know how this goes. Yes, I am nervous. But I know that God is faithful and he's never let me down. And he's always made a way for me. So the goal for us is to not make it to the hospital. To be able to manage it, to be able to control it, and not have to go to the hospital. I am praying that we don't have to go to the hospital. So I got to control my thoughts right now. I got to think about other things right now. I am getting ready to take some of the medicine. I'm going to eat first and take some of the medicine, and then I'm just going to drink some ginger lemon that I just showed you, and I'm just going to pretty much relax. I do have things to do, like study up for this credit repair business and this title producer license. So there are some things that I'm going to do here at home. But yeah, so today is day one. And I feel fine. The symptoms for me seem to come and go. So 1 minute I'm hot. It's like a hot flash. I get real hot inside, then it goes away. And you know what's crazy about that is the fact that, number one, I'm 50. So I'm like, is this hot flash? Like, you know what I mean? It comes and goes. And then also with the sinuses, because my nose get clogged up sometimes. Well, the thing with that is I have sinus during this time of year. When the seasons change, it triggers my sinus. Okay, so it's like, okay, is this COVID or is this what my normal? Anyway, guys, so this is day one. I'm feeling fine right now. Day one is a mental battle. It's a mind battle. So I am really trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to think positive. And I have 2 dogs. I'm praying for my dogs. I love my dogs. And so, anyway, it's a mind thing for me right now for day one. Just trying to, accept that it is what it is. And then that it'll be all right. Things will work out great. Things will work out fine for the both of us. And we're going to move forward and enjoy this weather. So it's so crazy because the restrictions are being lifted and we're coming out of the pandemic. So I thought, and then here we are positive. That is crazy to me. I just knew that I was going to clear this thing, guys. I just knew that I was going to make it out and I'm cool, it doesn't hit me. So I still am in disbelief, So anyway, today is day one and I'm feeling fine. I don't have a fever. I don't feel like I have a fever. Like I said, the feeling hot inside, it comes and goes. I do have a little cough. I haven't coughed in a while, but I do have one. And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and take the medicine so that it doesn't flare out of control. Again, the thing is to manage it and control. And then the sinuses, with the nasal spray, as soon as I feel like something, my nose is starting to clog up, then I do what I have the ceiling fan on to keep the air circulating. So anyway, guys, this is day one, and I will keep you posted as to, what's going on or how I'm feeling. And then, just pray for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. The other thing is that you have to, one of the things they advise you to stay away from, I'm sorry, I just thought about something. They also advise you to stay away from people, keep your distance from people. And so I have been definitely doing that. I was doing that all along, though. Yeah, I don't even like for people to come near me when I'm in the store. And I don't even go in the stores. Well, since this morning, I don't go into stores since they told me this. And I will not, because I do not want other people, to get exposed to this at all. It's a scary thing, okay? So having said that, I keep my distance. I will continue to social distance, and I will not go places where people are, and if I can stay in this place, home, if I can stay home, then that's exactly what I'm doing. And for the most part, I can. I went grocery shopping. I've already been grocery shopping. I've already did the, did some things that I needed to do. I got the medicine, and I got that anyway because it's unpredictable. So, and it's out there. So I just bought the Mucinex just to have it stocked up just in case. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, this is day 1 of quarantine, and I shall keep you posted. Thank you. Okay, so this is day 2, and I am getting ready for bed. But last night I started having diarrhea. Today, which is day 2, I have a slight headache. I feel a little lightheaded, and even yeah, like my head is spinning. I can't describe it. I'm not sure if it's confusion. Definitely lightheaded. And I am fatigued, very fatigued. But I don't know if that's due to the Mucinex. I've been trying to keep the congestion down. So I do Mucinex. I do hot liquids every 30 to 45 minutes, and I do nasal spray. I do have a light cough. That's the other thing. One of the things I wanted you guys to know is that I was adamant about using my face mask. The only time I did not use my face mask is when I was in the home, or when I was in the house, or in my car. Okay, so I was really adamant, excuse me, about using my mask, and I had been getting tested every 2 weeks, just to make sure. And then I took the first vaccine maybe about 3 or 4 days before I was diagnosed. And so anyway, so this is day 2. I have a slight headache. I'm getting ready to take some more Mucinex and drink some more ginger latte. And I'm going to rest. I've been resting a while. In terms of, my dogs, I've been monitoring them to make sure that their breathing is okay. They seem to be fine. And I just really, really pray that they continue to. My son, he came over earlier today. He has a cough. He's congestion in the chest, so he too is taking Mucinex. So anyway, my prayer is that I will continue with the mild symptoms and just get through this. I really pray that that's the case. It's so uncertain with this thing. There's such an uncertainty with it. You don't know. So I just, I do have underlying conditions. I do have high blood pressure. I do have diabetes. I am overweight. So that makes me nervous also. But you know what? I've already prayed about it. I have to give it to God because there's nothing I can do about it except, take things as it comes. So, but yeah, so this is day 2. Like I said, I've been pretty much resting and staying inside. Yeah, and that's it. The symptoms seem to come and go. I do not have a fever. I've never had a fever. Yeah, I've never had a fever. So, So anyway, I'm hoping that it continues with the mild symptoms and then we get past this. But this is day 2. Thanks for watching. Okay, so today is day 3, and I just have, excuse me, I have this forceful cough. Again, I've been taking my Mucinex, and I've been drinking hot liquids every 30 to 45 days. The only change I've seen is a forceful cough now. So again, I've been doing the hot liquids in my Mucinex. Excuse me. Yeah, that's been about it for today. Just a forceful cough. So again, I'm taking the Mucinex on schedule, and then I'm drinking the hot liquids every 45 minutes, and then the nasal spray. I have nasal spray to keep my nasal passages clear, and then keeping the air circulating with the fan and the window open. But like I said, I'm coughing more than I was before. And I just, I pray for that these mild symptoms continue. I just want the mild. That's all I want it to go away, of course, but I don't want it to progress. So that's what my prayer is. And that's one of the reasons why I'm tracking this. But this is day 3. And all of a sudden my cough is more forceful. And yeah, that's it for day 3. Thanks for watching. So it is day 4, and I still have this cough. It's like a dry cough in my chest. I just ordered some Theraflu from Amazon, and I'm still drinking my ginger, but today is day 4. And I felt a little overheated. Today I got chills and felt heated inside, almost like a fever was coming on. So I just took some Tylenol and laid down for a little while, but the cough is still going on. I don't have any body aches. The nausea has gone away. What else? So yeah, today is day 4 that the health department has been calling me every single day. So I just feel like if I can get rid of this cough, I'll be in the game. I'll be cool. Today is day 4, probably about day 13. So I still have, next week to go, but I'm in my 14-day quarantine. But today is day 4. And I thank God the symptoms are still kind of mild. So I'm just working to try to get rid of or control this cough. So I've been eating warm things, and I've been drinking hot ginger, and then some different types of teas. And I've been pretty much staying inside, besides stepping outside just to, let the sun hit my face. That helps me mentally. But for the most part, again, today is day 4. All of a sudden, I had got chills. Hopefully it'll go away. Well, it has gone away. Hopefully it won't come back because I took some Tylenol and laid down for a little while. I've already taken my Mucinex, so I'm taking that on the clock until the Theraflu gets here. Drinking plenty of fluid. In addition to the teas, I'm also drinking waters and just pretty much, monitoring my dog to make sure they don't have any symptoms. So yeah, I'll be so glad when this is over. Just, I think the fear of the unknown. But anyway, guys, so today is day 4, and I'm a bit hopeful. I am hopeful. I don't have a choice but to be hopeful. So anyway, day 4. Thanks for listening. Hello, everyone. I know I haven't recorded in a while, a few days, and that's because my symptoms have been exactly the same. Today is day 8. And I have about 6 more days, depending on how I feel, 6 more days of quarantine. But today is day number 8. And I still have this dry cough. My nose is still stuffy. My nose is still stuffy, so I use nasal spray for that. I pretty much am, excuse me, treating the symptoms. And that's the best that you can do, is treat the symptoms. So, excuse me, let me turn off the ceiling fan because it is extremely hot outside. I'm sorry, cold out. It is cold out, really, really cold out. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn the fan off and leave the light on. Sorry, guys. I can't have this cool breeze over me. I've been really, really trying to control the temperature. Because I have this Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest. And one of the symptoms I've been having also is chills. So I have this Vicks Vapor Rub, and I'm kind of trying to bundle up. And so the other thing is I have this stuffy nose. And so I have my nasal spray. Excuse me. I have this dry cough that is actually seem to be breaking up. Now I've been using Corticidin. Corticidin or Mucinex. I actually did away with the Mucinex because the Mucinex was not working for me. And not only that, I have high blood pressure. Excuse me, I dropped it. I have high blood pressure, and so Corticidin usually works for me when I'm trying to catch a cold. So I decided to, and it has some of the same ingredients as Mucinex. So I went back to what I usually use when I have some type of cold. Okay, I've never had the flu before in my life, so I'm just going on the cold bit and doing what I can. I do not have a sore throat. I like I said, I have a cough. I have a stuffy nose, and I have the chills sometimes. Body aches sometimes. It comes and goes. But then again, I'm older, so I don't know if that contributes. But I've also added some other things. I've added this D3 that I ordered off Amazon. It's supposed to be, I don't know if you could see it, it's supposed to be good for the immune system. Can you see it? I can't. It's supposed to support strong bones and is good for the immune system. So I need it anyway. Okay. And that's D3. Okay. And then my dad recommended that I get this zinc and vitamin C. So I just got this. This just came in the mail yesterday. So I'm supposed to take 3 days. And it also has immune support. And then other than that, I'm pretty much relaxing. I'm resting, trying to take it easy so that I can heal, taking the Corticidin and drinking lots of water to flush it out. And then also I've been drinking a hot liquid of some sort, just to, soothe my chest or what have you. But like I said, today is day 8. I decided to kind of skip a few days and because I would have been recording the same thing. But I thank God that this is pretty much has been it. So I just wanted to go away, though, to be honest with you. But anyway, I just thank God that this is pretty much has been it. I have 6 more days to go. So hopefully these things will start to subside, and I have a lot of gray hairs. Wow, guys, when you don't feel well, you just don't even give a damn. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm taking it easy. I'm gonna get ready to take my get something to eat, then take my meds, and probably relax. Hopefully, I can find me a good Netflix movie because I did order that, so that to help me get through mentally, because just the fear of the unknown. And then I'm just trying to keep myself relaxed. I have a family member going through, something, radiation, I guess. So radiation it is. So, I'm just trying to keep a clear head, I'm trying to keep a clear head, trying to keep hopeful, trying to keep from not breaking down from that. And then also, kind of build myself and heal myself as well. But anyway, so today again is day 8, so I just wanted to report that some of the symptoms are still lingering around. So hopefully they will subside soon and I can be back on the road. All right, thanks for watching. Hello, everyone. Today is day 11, okay? So I am coming to the end of this thing. To God be all the glory. I still have this dry cough. My nose is I still have nasal issues. So I'm continuing to take my nasal spray, and I just got some saline solution over the counter. So I take the saline solution for, it's a nasal spray to unclog my nose, and it works like a charm. And then I've also been taking vitamin D3 to strengthen my immune system. And then also I got my little zinc fusion. Again, it strengthens the immune system. Now, I would have been taking these things, the D3 and this zinc thing, a long time ago had I known. It also strengthens the bone. So with me, being in my 50s, I just turned 50, I should say. I should have been taking it. But anyway, so I take these supplements. Again, there is no like medicine that you can really take for it. They pretty much just can give you something to relieve the symptoms. Okay, so I've been pretty much doing it at home, drinking still hot liquids. Still drinking hot liquids, doing my regular meds, and then also these vitamins as supplements. Again, I am in day 11. Let me just tell you that I was never one to run the streets, and especially after this COVID thing hit, I was not one to run the streets and go to parties and things of that nature. So I was quite taken aback, when it happened. So, but, but my son started working, and he was exposed to a lot of people. And so, it is what it is. Thank God, though, I'm at day 11. I have not been having a whole lot of symptoms right now. It's really, really dwindling down to me, just trying to get rid of this cough and this congestion. And I don't take it lightly. I have not taken it lightly from day one. I have been getting my rest. I have been quarantining. So again, this is day 11, and what will happen on day 14 is I will go back to the office, and I will take another test. You have to test negative twice before they will let me return to work. So on the 14th day is when I'm going to go ahead and go down and take the test again. And then if it turns out positive, then I will be, of course, continuing to quarantine until I test negative twice. Otherwise, the Department of Health has been calling me every day just to check up on me to see if I need anything. They've already provided me with resources. So they've been pretty helpful here in the PG County area. But for the most part, like I said, I'm on day 11. On day 14th is when I will go in and I will retest to see if I am cleared. And again, I have to test negative twice before they will let me return to work. So again, this is day 11. So this week I will be going in later on to retest. And then I have to test negative twice for them to clear me to go back to work. So next week, hopefully I should be back in action. But I am feeling much better mentally and physically and emotionally. But I'm having a hard time shaking this cough, and it's crazy because usually every when the seasons change, I have this dry cough anyway, so it's kind of like the same thing, I guess, right now for me. But anyway, this is day 11, so I am coming out of the woods, thank God. Really missing going to restaurants and things of that nature. So bad, more than ever, because I've been having to sit still. But anyway, guys, so again, this is day 11, and I am feeling much better. I'm sorry, getting notifications. But anyway, I'm feeling much better. And I will be going in for going in on the 14th day. Thank you. Okay, guys, so I am so excited. I received a email from the Maryland Health Department saying that I was cleared. I can now go out in public. I am done with quarantine. So today I am on my way to get tested. So what happens is I have to test negative twice, and then I am free to go back to work and then really, really live a normal life. So I am so excited. I am beyond excited. I enjoy staying home, but yet at the same time, to be honest with you, I can only do it for so long. Okay. So I feel like I have a new lease on life. I feel like I have more energy. I feel like I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. You know, I got stuff to do. I cannot be sitting around. I need to renew this real estate license. I need to finish this title producer license. And then I need to move on to becoming an appraiser. So I have things that I need to do. So I cannot just be sitting around sick. And so again, what's happening is I am on my way to get tested. Excuse me. I still have a cough that's more like an allergy, a seasonal allergy cough. Okay, so, and typically, to be honest with you, when the seasons change, when it starts getting warmer or when it starts getting colder, I typically have these these allergies anyway. Excuse me. And so it is getting warmer. So usually when the trees start budding and stuff, it triggers an allergy for me anyway. And it's the same thing, the dry cough, you know, and the stuffy nose. So this is what I'm experiencing now. I am again going to get tested. I need to test negative twice before I can really go back to work. And I'll be honest, I am so ready to go back to work. I am so ready to go ahead and accomplish these things before the summer ends so that this money can come rolling in. I'm on a mission. So, you know, I need to give me another car. I need to get a house. You know, I'm on a mission. And so, so anyway, so I'm going to get tested. The Maryland Health Department cleared me. They sent me a letter so that I can take to my employer. And so now what I need to do is I need to test negative twice before I can actually go back to work. And I am so excited. So, you know, here we go. I'm going in. So, and what will happen is it will take 24 hours for the results to come back. So today I'm going, and then tomorrow morning is when I should have the results for the first one. And then I take it again. And then I'm back in action because I'm praying for negative results. But anyway, guys, so this has been an experience. I don't wish it on my worst enemy, only because that fear of unknown, and the body aches, and I've never had the flu before, so I don't know if it compares to the flu, to be honest with you. But I don't want to do it again because I know that people are actually dying from this thing, and so I don't want that fear anymore. And not only that, you know, my dad is going through things. I'm not able to be there doing his treatment. So I'm ready to get back to normal. I'm ready to go and hug him and wish him well and get him through his treatment so that we can, you know, have a great, great summer. I'm ready to be back on the boats, fishing and stuff. I'm telling you, I have a new lease on life. But anyway, guys, so I need to test negative. So keep me in your prayers so that I can move on and accomplish my goals and keep going forward. Thank you. Bye-bye. So, I just received a call. As you can see, I got dressed up, ready to go back to work. If you've been following, I went to test yesterday, and they called me this morning to tell me that I was still positive. So at this point, I need to continue to be in quarantine, and then I go and test again next week, next Wednesday. But yeah, I took the test. I waited the period of time, up to 14 days, excuse me, as suggested by the Maryland Health Department. They released me and said that I've stayed home my period of time, and so I can go ahead and continue to, actually I can now go into stores and continue my, you know, normal life. But in the meantime, I went to go back to work. So I went to get tested again so that I can be cleared to return to work. But today, this morning, I got the news that I am still positive. And so I am continuing to quarantine. I'm back in quarantine. I was so frustrated. I just brought my dogs to the dog park. And nobody's here. So I'm cool. But I'm going to get ready to go and head back inside and relax. I've been trying to just kind of chill so that my body can heal. And I've been still taking the congestion medicine because I actually still do have this this dry cough. But anyway, I just got news that I am once again positive, and so I haven't cleared up yet, and so I'm not released to return to work. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Okay, guys, oh happy day, oh happy day. The time has finally come, guys. This has been a long journey, but I just received word that my COVID-19 test came back negative. Oh my goodness. I have been quarantined since March 26th. As a matter of fact, I have been taking the test every 2 weeks because we're required to do that through my job. So I received a call actually on the 25th to say, hey, you've been exposed. But so then I immediately went in and got tested and it came back positive, guys. It came back positive. So I was actually headed to work on the 26th. They said, and they called me around 9:30ish, and they were like, no, don't even bother to come in. Don't turn around. They're not going to allow you on the premises, right? So I had to turn my car around and then go right home. So from March the 26th, I started the quarantine, and I I started the quarantine. As you can see, guys, I still have this cough. I still have this congestion. I still have the congestion, and I still have the stuffy nose. Okay, so, but from what I understand, that's going to linger for a little while. So anyway, so they called me and said, don't come into work, turn around. You're not going to be allowed on the premises. Go home and quarantine. So that's what I did. And the health department was calling me like every day, texting me every day. How you feeling? What are your symptoms? Don't spread it. And I'm like, okay, you guys are telling me that, but you're not telling me how to get better. And the reality is that there is no cure for it. You just have to treat the symptoms. Okay. So, so I was taking, and I showed you guys in the other video, I was taking my Power Zinc Vita Fusion. I was taking my D3. I was taking my regular meds for my blood pressure and diabetes. So I was taking my regular, and then I was also taking Mucinex and Corticedin because I have because I have high blood pressure. So I was taking one or the other, Mucinex or Corticedin, because it helps with the congestion. Now, let me just say that every year when the seasons change, when the weather change, I typically get this allergy anyway, and that's what it's been like for me, like an allergy. You know, the chest congestion, the cough, the nasal, all of that is what I typically get every year anyway, so I was familiar with how to fight it. Let me just also say that every year I always get the flu shot. And then also, I got the first vaccine. I got the Pfizer. I got the first part of the vaccine on the Monday of the week that I was diagnosed. So that Monday, I got the vaccine, and then I think the 26th was like on a Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. It was, so a few days later is when I tested positive. Okay, so anyway, the health department had been texting me and calling me like every day, asking me, "Are you all right? All right? Are you all right?" On the 14th day, actually, it wasn't even the 14th day. It was like the 10th day because I remember being shocked that it was so soon. On the 10th day, they say, okay, now they send me a message saying you've been relieved. Now you can go into stores. Now you can go back to work. Here's your letter. But what happened was I went in to get tested through my job because your job has the final say about whether or not you can come in. So I went to get tested and it was positive. Okay. Excuse me, it tested positive. So I had to wait in quarantine again. And then I was just going back, excuse me, weekly. I was going back weekly until I test negative. And so today is April the 15th. I just received word that it was negative. So what I'm going to do, I probably will try to start back work on Monday. I believe I have to test negative twice and then I'll be released to go back to work. Okay. So I am so excited. I am beyond excited about this situation. So anyway, guys, yeah, I am. So my journey began on March the 26th. A lot of mental anguish, a lot of fear of not, the fear of the unknown. I did go outside sometimes out in the backyard so I can clear my head. I was able to stay home with my dogs. I was monitoring them. I was so scared that they were going to get sick. They're only 10 pounds, Mochi dogs. And so I was so nervous, that they would get it. And so I was kind of monitoring them to make sure that they're not coughing or wheezing or anything like that. I was so scared about that because, we've been here together. So I would take them outside. And I'm actually about to take them outside again. Take them outside and let them, run around and get some fresh air, what have you. But yeah, so I am so happy that this journey was over. I just took my second shot yesterday. Yeah, no, Monday. I was scheduled to take the second shot on Monday. So I did that immediately because I was told to go ahead and do that. The health department said go ahead and complete your vaccination. So I did that. So on Monday, I took the second Pfizer vaccine. And then, you go in, you get it, and then you have to sit there for like 10 minutes to make sure you didn't have any reaction. So I'm nervous about that. Like this, man. And in the meantime, sometimes you're seeing the news and people are still dying from this thing. And I can understand how it could just suddenly take a turn because one day you're fine. Next minute you got body aches, you're nauseated, you got, you're coughing. If I could get rid of this cough, then I'm cool. But, it is what it is right now. I don't care as long as it is negative, guys. So listen, I bless God. I kind of feel like, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. And so I just bless God for having mercy on me. Because like I said, I know that there are people still dying. My cousin was telling me about a few people that she knows that, passed away from it. And I know a few people that passed away. So it's like, and I also am not naive to the fact that this can come back again. Okay. So but at the same time, I'm hoping this Pfizer vaccine kicks in. But at the same time, anyway, so I know that I need to continue to wear my mask and I need to continue to be safe. But that was just such good news to me because I actually feel the same. So like my body feels the same. I'm still got this dry cough. It still kept me up all night. And I'm getting ready to take my medicine now. So, I don't know. It was just great news, guys. Listen, thank you so much for following me through this journey. I am ready to get back into the swing of things. But anyway, guys, so I am now free and clear and negative. So, that is the joy of my day. I am so excited about it. I don't know if these remedies helped, but at the same time, I was just pulling out all the stops because I'm like, I need this to be done with. I'm ready for the summer. Anyway, guys. So yeah. So again, my journey began on the 26th, and it is now April 15th. So I will probably, hold off a few days before going back to work, medicine up some more. Because like I said, I still have this cough. And, one thing about this COVID thing, guys, I like working from home. Oh, I may have to find me something remote or sell some more houses or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to do something because I like being home during the day. I love it. Anyway, guys, I apologize. I don't have no makeup, but I did manage to put my hair in a ponytail. But anyway, listen. I am now negative. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, if you have any questions, you can feel free to write them in the comments. But guys, please wear your mask. Wear it over your nose. Wear your gloves if necessary. Sanitize. I have some in the car. I keep some in my bag. I keep some at work. Okay, so just keep it around. They have it. They have them, on sale and on a lot of places now. So just keep them on hand, guys. And, just using them. I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat because, like I said, it's still, still kind of in me. So the congestion that is. So that needs to go in the name of Jesus. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I just had some breakfast and then I just got that news. So I am beyond overjoyed about it. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching.